Well, Syria has made their decision. Apparently, our government has decided as well. So we no longer really have a problem. Everybody's making their decisions all at once. So, all masks are coming off. Love God. Love God. while you've got breath in your lungs. Tell God you love him. So, Syria has gotten involved, firing on the Golan. Iran has now said they actually have nothing to do with any of this. A very interesting position for them to have taken. They're like, no. See, now, there's already been enough said and done that it implicates Iran. But it's just very interesting that at this moment, Iran's like, oh, no, we didn't do shit. We're not involved in this. This isn't us. So Iran is probably still trying to make peace with Saudi Arabia. And yeah, this is the mess that we've all been waiting for. And it's going to be bad. It's going to be really bad. And the beautiful part is, this is going to be so bad, everybody's mask is going to come off. Oh, the liberals are already showing everybody what they really are. Oh, I've been waiting for this for so long. Soon as Ben Shapiro, mask is off. You should, what was it? Not exterminate. What was it? What was the word he used? But it was and that Andrew and Tristan Tate are the people who are like, okay, everybody, calm down a moment. Violence is bad. The fact that Tate brothers are trying to calm the world down, and that the liberals are like, Jews. I can't believe it. The liberals are on some shit right now. Like, so some of you might have seen, like, I've been posting little bits and pieces of stuff on Facebook and on YouTube. But, so right now, the journalist sector is starting to get really nervous. Because the journalist sector is like, when did the white liberal socialists decide that when did the BLM socialists decide to become national socialists? Fundamentally, the comments are unreal, and I'm blown away. Everybody's taking their mask off. This is it. Like, everybody's starting to, like, really crack. And I think this is going to be the start of it. I think this is going to start where people just start cracking. Because then the warning started to come of, remember, we were already told by the Kabila's manager of Ukraine, well, there's a lot of us in your countries right now. It would be a shame if we got angry. Well, the Palestinians now are saying that. Oh my God. This is fucking classic. Dude, the chaos is just amazing. This is like award-winning levels of potential, just maniacal chaos. So I'm like, and the governments are going to crack down. Iron rods on, and who knows who. That's the thing, is at this stage, it's that kind of thing too. Everything's going to look like a nail. These aren't brilliant leaders. These people are going to just hammer everything that stands too tall. And then the beautiful part is that too, is anybody who gets a hammer is now going to start treating everything they don't like as a nail. What a time to be alive. Wow. But yeah, the masks are coming off. The fact that now you have the liberal commentariat and journalist class scaring, like, yeah, scaring the shit out of even moderate Jewish writers. And that leftist Jewish writers are like, uh-oh. So what team am I on? It's amazing. And that the liberals were caught completely off guard by all of it. They had no idea what was going on in any way, shape, or form, because they didn't pay attention to when Trump took that photo on the cover of Time with the leadership of the Islamic world. So they never figured out, oh, there's like a whole different thing, level of the game going on. There's something else going on here, which most of us figured out. You know, oh, Trump is up to something much bigger. Thomas Wichter was the one who really put a lot of people on the right onto something strange is going on, and we're not aware. We're just not being made privy in any way, shape, or form to what it is. You know, or not even something strange, something bigger. Something bigger is going on. We're not privy to it. And so his talk about the GCC trying to be this method by which a bunch of these companies, I like that, countries start to come to terms with one another. Remember, Neom, the cyber city of Neom was supposed to be made. It was supposed to be in planning. An Israeli Saudi Arabia venture to create a city of the future where you'll have genetic engineering. Remember they said it. They said there will be genetic engineering. Oh man, what dreams. What big dreams. Oh man. Well, one of the things that the Democrats are going to have a hard time with is there's more than ample evidence the Democratic Party courts fundamentally people who would support jihadists, but then it's the Pentagon who arms them. And it's not just one party. John McCain was key to the Arab Spring. The Arab Spring could not have happened if John McCain and Hillary Clinton and John Kerry weren't all a part of that effort. Took them all. And what's his face? The gay guy, Lindsey Graham. And so, what's it called? Their efforts, and that, I mean, because you could see them in photos with people who've been identified as jihadists. Lindsey Graham and John McCain report basically back to the international, was it the IISS, the Institute for International Strategic Studies, if I remember right. And so now I'm still at the stage, just going to wait. This is one of those that it looks like it's going to be a whole week. I think this is going to be a whole 7-day news cycle. That none of this is going to make a lot. The smoke will only clear in 7 days. You know, it's going to take a whole 7 days for this for anything to become clear. And the right is at the stage of there's no need for Fed posting. No need. No. Just wait for the liberals to do it. I mean, I really, like somebody, I was reading an article today that, I mean, this person was aghast. They were in shock. They could not believe what they were witnessing coming from fellow liberals who were basically kind of making it clear that, they were not really they were very not fond of Israel. The Democrats are starting to make it real clear they're not too into Israel, and they're way into Palestine for whatever reason, that they see it as key to some revolution or success or something. That now the thing is, as I always say, don't underestimate the Jewish people. 2, don't ever fuck with them. It has been made absolutely clear, don't mess with the Jews. You mess with them, they don't forget. Now, why Democrats want to fuck with them, I don't know. But a lot of these people see this as like they're going to fucking make a point. They're going to dig in. Ha ha ha. You guys maybe shouldn't have oppressed the Palestinians, yada, yada, yada. And it's just like, okay, just remember, and that's it. Now it's completely, the deep right, none of us, we can only now sit back. We can only now sit back and see who does what. But I could tell you, images like, they kidnapped Israeli children and then put them among their own children so their own children could then abuse the kids and beat them up. And I'm like seeing video of this. And it's like, wow, that's not the way you bargain. That's not bargaining. No. That's a humiliation ritual. A lot of people don't get, like, it was a Muslim guy from Canada who wrote this book called Black Terror, White Soldiers. And what he was talking about were the black banners of ISIS. And getting into where did this whole thing come from? Where did they get their imagery? Where did they get, how did these people how do jihadists attract people? So he got into, no, all of this is something that comes out of the modernist period and really could not have happened without Ataturk and the events of the end of the Ottoman Empire. But then beyond that, he's like, and most of these organizations, this pan-Arab thing, most of this is pretty weird stuff that really doesn't make sense to some degree in Islam. Being that Islam within the first 30 or 40 years, had gotten all the way to the Philippine Islands. Or the first 100 years was all the way to the Philippine Islands. So this is not like a religion where, like, they favor the Arabs, but I mean, it was just one of these things. Like, it doesn't really suit them to be ethnically inclined, in a sense. But yet, that still happens. And so this guy was like, no, a lot of what you're seeing with these jihadi movements are really based out of fascism and National Socialism and the popularity thereof in the Islamic world when Germany introduced such ideas, because the Germans were the most advanced country in the world at the time and were working with Turkey and have always had like a relationship with Turkey and Iran. Hence also why at the same, you even have, this is before the Islamization of the government of, when you have, was it Melchizedek? He's the one who changes Persia to Iran, the land of the Aryans. So this is an idea that, like, the Islamic world, there's people in the Islamic world who really, really, really don't want anyone knowing, like, sort of how much they embraced this kind of stuff. Because, of course, then the really problematic history they have with the early period of Islam, where they would were brutally racist, and that still is a major part of the problems that certain parts of the culture really have. That the Abid and the Abidin, the slaves, that there's people that they refer to as the Abid or Abidin, yeah, because it's Abidin, yeah, and the slaves, and that there's people who've even made jokes about how their mom will say that term, and they're like, "Mom, you can't say that," because nobody speaks the language, so they don't know what she's saying. So, all right, I'll just leave it there. Wow, dude, wow. All right, peace.